Huzzah, everybody, welcome to another Fallout 76 video. Today we're talking Steel Rain. I have finished it, and instead of jumping on the bandwagon and getting it out 30 seconds after this update came out, I actually wanted to explore all I could, and sadly I couldn't find everything, but don't worry, this is a spoiler-free video, so if you're still playing the story, I ain't going to ruin it for you. But we've got some good stuff to talk about, we've got some bad stuff to talk about, and we've got some middle stuff, which to me is confusing, but people out there are probably able to clear it up for me. So, I am going to cover the unlockables that came with this, including the power armor, the unique weapon, and the outfits, which is like the main kind of stuff. There is a few little things that I couldn't find, but that's okay. One being Minerva. And then I will cover the bad stuff, and then the middle stuff. But, story-wise, it's a good ending, okay? It's a good ending to the Brotherhood stuff that they started in Steel Dawn, and the only problem is it's just not long enough. So, the overall story, which I'm not going to tell you, but from Steel Dawn all the way to Steel Rain's ending, is perfect. Okay, I love it. It's a nice Brotherhood kind of story. The way that it ties into other Fallout games and other Fallout lore, kind of cool. I liked it. It doesn't kind of like spit in the face, or I don't think it tries to retcon too much. I think there might be a little bit of retconning in there. But apart from that, the entire story is good. The choices that you can make in the entire thing actually made me feel like I was affecting what was going to happen to the Brotherhood in Appalachia and onwards. And there was one that I wanted to pick, but I didn't. There was one choice I wanted to pick, but I didn't. Now, apart from that, I will say, like I said, it is a bit short. I think, personally, they should have just kept the update together as one and just not given us the Brotherhood story beginning in Steel Dawn. That's just my take on it. But there is a weird thing that I couldn't find, and that is Minerva. Now, Minerva is a trader, which I believe comes with two personal events, centered around bullion, I believe. She has bullion plans for sale, and it changes every time she pops up. I couldn't find her. Now, I don't know if she's in the game yet. Some people are reporting that she's not in the game yet, and that she's coming at a specific day, and it's like she turns up, and then she disappears for a while, and then she turns up again. I do know she likes to move between Foundation, Fort Atlas, and Crater. She'll like swap between them every time she pops up. But I haven't been able to find Minerva, which is kind of a shame, because I wanted to see what kind of stuff she would have on sale, and she always has stuff on sale, which is great. But the unlockables, there's not a lot. Sadly, there is one that is a bungalow. Oh, fucking Jesus. It's like they're trying to tell us something with all these bungalows that are unlocking. But the power armor that we get is the Hellcat power armor, and I love it. I'm not really much of a power armor user, but the Hellcat power armor, pretty damn fucking sexy. Now, the arms, legs, and chest come with a plus 2% damage resistance to add up to a nice plus 10% damage resistance. The head does not come with anything. I don't know why. Probably because what's the point in giving us plus 12% damage resistance when plus 10 is a nice round number. But the design is great. It's chunky, but it's kind of like stealth, streamlined army. I do like it. Now, the stats probably benefits people, and you can probably legendary craft the crap out of this to whatever you want it, because there's now legendary PA crafting in this. But as power armor, I like it. Some people say it reminds them of Bionicles or Space Marines from 40k. I completely agree. The other unlockable that is a weapon is the Facebreaker, which is a furious weapon. It comes with every consecutive hit on the same target deals extra damage. Perfectly fine with that. Now, it's a good melee weapon for people who don't have a build, because the Furious stuff will help you out. I don't have a build, and the Furious kills most stuff for me at about 4 to 5 hits, which is not bad. Power attacks, of course, deal extra damage, so you can go with that. And I'd say for those people that don't have a build or are transitioning between builds, can use this to tide them over. And don't forget, with the legendary crafting, you can just re-roll it for whatever build you decide to choose it for. So the Facebreaker is kind of cool. I'm not a raider guy, but the fact that it's solid gold as well as a paint job, it's just funny. So the Facebreaker is the unique weapon in this game that came with this update, which you get, once again, just by playing the main stuff. So what you see in front of you right now is the Brotherhood Civvies. This is the new Brotherhood outfit that came with it. It has no stats or anything like that. It's just an outfit that you can wear overall. And apart from the shin guards, which just make me think I'm a cricket player now for some reason. Apart from the shin guards, this outfit is like perfect. I love it. I love the little man bag. I love the badges all over the place. There's a Brotherhood one on the chest. It's got some Latin on it, which I couldn't read because it's PS4 graphics. Therefore, a bag of wank. It's terrible. But the design, I like it. The belts, the little man purses, the traditional army flashlight from like the 50s and the 40s and 50s is great. And for those people that like to roleplay Brotherhood, there you go. That works for you. Perfectly good. Feel free to take it and run with it. Now, for the people who are more of a raided type of person, say hello to the Merc Outfit. Now, this is a 1-to-1 recreation of the Fallout 3 Merc Troublemaker outfit, and man, is it beautiful. Pistol builds out there that run like a 10mm pistol build, if you wear this outfit, you're just going to be like Fallout 3 Retro running all over the place. It's great. The attention to detail as well, really nice. I particularly like the shoulder pads, the nice chunky shoulder pads. The fact that the gloves are sewn into the arms of the jacket, and all the nice patchwork. The choker collar, which comes from Fallout 3 as well. Like I said, it's 1-to-1. Now, the bandolier that I thought was a bandolier is not. It's actually just two belts with bullets held in place. You would not be able to take them out and load a gun with them. And like I said, I do love the arm-mounted little thing, the pocket as well. It's kind of cool. The design is great, and it's updated in some aspects of it as well for the 76 engine, but it's beautiful. Now, sadly, there is some bad points I want to get into towards the end, but middle ground real quick, I want to talk about legendary crafting. Fucking hell, is it expensive. I have not been able to do any legendary crafting because I can't get enough cores to run even one. Now, the scoreboard, of course, has got legendary cores on it, and the only way to get legendary cores is, because you can't craft them, which I thought you could craft them, because I thought you said you could craft them. The only way to get them is by doing specific events, the ones with the exclamation points, and of course daily ops giving you as well. So it's kind of a shame that only a handful of events give out the cores, and to be honest, the fact that it takes, I think it's the legendary modules and the cores, the amount it takes to roll a 3-star is fucking insane. Okay, there's so much that it takes. So I doubt I will ever do any legendary crafting at all. Or if I was you, and you're a person who farms events, use them sparingly, because they'll probably disappear faster than anything. But that's really only the middle. The legendary crafting is the only thing that I had trouble with. Now, it does kind of make the purveyor useless now, because you could get a gun, just a standard gun, and roll legendary stuff on it until you get it, and that just makes the purveyor obsolete. The only thing she sells now is, she still sells everything, but the only reason to go for her is the modules themselves. But, the legendary crafting has kind of made Mama Mergama obsolete, which is kind of a shame. Now, the bad stuff is not that bad. Okay, there's not a lot to it. There is two main gameplay issues. One of them being there is an increased lag time when spawning into the game. So if you fast travel or spawn, sometimes you will get an increased loading time and a black screen load, which locks you out of the game for about 10 seconds. It even stops the loading animation in the bottom right corner. And then, when you finally load in, there is about 5 to 6 seconds of no input whatsoever. I could throw my controller at the wall, and the game wouldn't register that I've moved the controller whatsoever. Any joysticks, any buttons, it doesn't accept. Might just be PS4, I don't know. Apparently, they are looking into these kind of stuff, which is okay. Secondly, AI issues. So, during the quest, I had pathfinding issues with my AI. To the point where they wouldn't reach the marker that they're supposed to go to for the game to register that they're there and continue the quest. It locked me out of the quest for about 5 minutes because someone just wouldn't turn up and it wouldn't activate the continuing part of the quest. And there are some animation bugs at Fort Atlas and around the area. The main one that I've come across is AI swapping from idle to moving to weapons around Fort Atlas because they patrol, because it's a military area. So I've noticed some Brotherhood people walking to a spot where they're supposed to pull out binoculars and scout the area, but what they'll do is they'll walk to that spot, they will pull out the binoculars, pull out the gun, pull out the binoculars, pull out the gun, and then do the animation for the binoculars while holding a plasma rifle. It's kind of weird. It's just a little bit of a thing right there. The scoreboard is a massive letdown. It's once again, it's mainly just consumables, and for something that's set, whose theme is escaping from sentient dolphin people in the 42nd century, the only thing that deals with that is power armor skins, which once again sucks. And then the final thing is the fact that this update is tiny, absolutely tiny. Like the story stuff, maximum playtime is about 4 hours. Max. That's how long it took someone to do it. 4 hours, I believe. People have probably done it shorter than that, into about 3. But the update, really, the story stuff should be kept as one kind of thing overall, instead of 2 mini updates, story-wise. But that's all I've got, really. Out of everything that I've done, there's not really a lot of issues. Now, some of them, of course, being worked on. But overall, I'd give this update probably like a 7 out of 10. It's a good update. I like it. The story stuff is great. If you haven't finished it, I highly recommend it. But that's just everything I managed to find. But you guys know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. And until the next time, stay awesome.